download a suitable background image of your choice. Next, create a folder named Images inside your project's root directory. Then, move the downloaded picture into that folder. This ensures the background image loads correctly when the application starts. Let's begin by importing the necessary Java classes. First, we import image and graphics. These are essential for handling images and drawing graphics on components. Then, we bring in I/O exception, which helps handle potential input or output errors, especially when reading image files. Finally, we use ImageIO. This class is part of Java's ImageIO API and is used to read and write image files in various formats, such as PNG and JPEG. These imports allow us to load, manipulate, and render an image as the background of our JFrame. In this section of the code, we declare a variable called backgroundImage to hold the image that will be used as the background. After that, we use a try-catch block to load the image. The ImageIO.read method reads the image file, which is located inside the images folder in the project resources. If the image is not found or an error occurs while loading it, the exception is caught, and the error is printed to the console. This is the overridden paint method of the JFrame. First, it calls parent paint method and pass graphics object to ensure that the frame and its components are painted as usual. Then, it checks if the background image has been successfully loaded. If so, it draws the image starting from the top left corner at coordinates 0, 0, and stretches it to fill the entire window using the current width and height of the frame. This effectively sets a custom background image for the entire JFrame.